Millions of Aussies have already nabbed hundreds of bargains in the Black Friday sales online, but it does come with some risks.
Sale periods have become the ultimate hunting ground for online scams, everybody. So to help keep you safe, we're joined by tech expert Trevor Long. Trev, let's start with those email scams. Yeah. What's the concern here?
Well, the concern is you're going to get bombarded with emails today that say they've got a deal, click here for a discount, because we're all looking for that discount and it is, you know, cost of living's tough, we're all looking for a great deal. You've got to be very careful about the emails you get today. So, I mean, if it might be a legitimate email that comes from a retailer telling you about a deal, but don't be clicking in the email in the links. So if the deal's there, it'll be on their website or there'll be a discount code listed.
So if you see an email from, like, say, Kmart or Toys R Us or whatever, go to the website and then look at it there.
Go to the website, find the deal there. Or if there's something exclusive because you're an email subscriber, there'll be a discount code of some sort. Right. You know, 6-letter combination of letters. Write it down, go to the website, enter that in at the checkout. You'll get the deal. They'll give you the deal.
When you're shopping online, it's pretty much impossible to get through the checkout without offering up all your details. So what do people need to be wary of?
I think people probably wouldn't have listened to me on this one, but given the last couple of months, they will.
Yeah.
Handing over your personal details is a risk. So where you can, take the guest checkout. Just click guest checkout and off we go.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter that you come back next time. They don't need to save your credit card. You can type it in again.
But even then you have to type in your details.
So sometimes if you do have to type in your details, you have to register in some way. Create an online persona. Now, it'll be your name, but it'll be a new... Just create a new free email address, you know, Gmail account. Just an alias and a fake birth date as well. Yeah. So maybe same month and day, but different year.
So that doesn't have to correlate to my credit card? They're not going to background check that?
They're not checking those things against each other.
I always thought I had to do that.
No, so then...
I can save myself a lot. You know, when you're scrolling down for your birthday and it just keeps going and you just never get there?
When that store gets hacked in some way, they've got some random email you created just for shopping and they don't have your birth date and things like that.
Oh, wow, that's really smart.
Very smart.
And you can use that everywhere. Use that persona across online.
How can we prevent losing our savings, though, if we get scammed? Let's say, OK, I haven't followed this process, which clearly I haven't yet, and I haven't set up my fake account. How do I stop getting scammed?
So we still need to make sure we're using secure websites. So you'll see that little lock up here. It should be a secure website before you hand over your credit card details. But my biggest tip is actually don't use your personal savings account. Most of us have a couple of accounts or we've got a credit card. Even if you have to do it today, apply for another account. Most banks will just give you another account that you can put $500 into or get a credit card with a really low balance. So you might have a credit card with $5,000 limit on it. Get one with $1,000 so that if you use that card and that card only for your online shopping, if it gets in some way compromised, the worst case scenario, the bank's got to deal with a $1,000 loss. That's the best thing to do, is not use your own personal debit card, because that's your money, and when it's gone, it's very hard to get back.
OK, the ultimate protection, I suppose, is to avoid sharing your address, which is difficult when you're online shopping.
To get that thing shipped?
Again, you're thinking about how you've got to share all that information. Get a parcel locker. Australia Post online, you sign up for an account with Australia Post, you get a parcel locker. These are these things that sometimes they're at service stations, sometimes they're at shopping centres, big walls of lockers. You go there and that's where your parcel gets delivered to. When you sign up and you register for one, you choose one in your local area, that then gives you an address, like a code, that you put into online shops, and the parcel gets delivered there instead of at your home, so it's not left laying on the porch, and also no one's got your address.
I just love it when they arrive on the front step.
There is something nice about coming home to the presents, but also there is a big risk of someing doing a drive-by snatch and grab. Okay?
Yeah, you know what? You're right,
Trev.
Great
advice.
I need to take this on. This is my time to spend and shine this weekend.
Computer games?
It's awesome, right?
What has happened to the world?
School
and
got
why
fun.
wasn't I involved in that lark? Like the Atari back in the day.
Oh, that brings it back.
Boop. Boop. Very technical stuff. Well, get your credit cards ready, folks. It is Black Friday and it seems budget pressures aren't going to hold you back at home.
John Keogh from the AFR joins us now. John, how much are we going to be spending?
Yeah, morning, guys. Look, Black Friday, the pre-season sales kick off today at retailers all around the world, and Roy Morgan says we're going to spend a record $6.2 billion, and that's despite all those interest rate rises and cost of living pressures. So it still looks like consumers at this stage are prepared to open their wallets and spend in the lead up to Christmas shopping.
Prepared to go into more debt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people will be getting their credit card statements and bills in the new year, Karl, and I think that's when they might get a bit of sticker shock and start to maybe slow their spending once all this Christmas retail sales get out of the way.
Why is it called Black Friday, incidentally?
Yeah, it's a good question, Karl. Look, I lived in America for 5 years and I often wondered the same, so I looked it up. And it turns out that colloquially, at least in America, they say retailers are in the red all the way through to Thanksgiving, the day before Black Friday, and they don't turn into the black, into profit mode until this time of year when people really start spending into the retail sales season into the lead up to Christmas. Now, I don't think it's probably true that retailers really do run at a loss for 11 months of the year, but that's what they tell us from America.
John is so wise. He knows
He's
everything.
interesting. You would have been quite the catch back in the day.
What's wrong with him now? He's still a catch. Aren't you, John? When you get your Karl Stefanovic shirt on and
At least my wife thinks so. Yes.
Well, it's one of the biggest events on the shopping calendar, and it's finally here. Black Friday sales kicking off this morning, and with budgets as tight as ever, snapping up a great deal has, well, it's never been more important to you at home.
And Effie Zahos is live from Chermside in Brisbane to reveal... Effie.
They do things.
It's a little late to be sucking up to Santa, Effie.
Oh, Ali, well, actually, I was speaking to Santa, and he was saying who's on the list of good and bad. And Santa, tell us something.
Well, Effie, there appears to be a bit of a problem. I was looking to see what Karl wanted for Christmas this year, and it seems he's not on the good list.
Oh.
Do you know what?
Karl?
How boring being on the good
Must be
list.
some sort of administration error.
But Ali must be on it.
Oh, definitely, she's there.
Good.
Whatever.
Well, I am at Chermside, and well, Black Friday sales officially kick off this morning, and I'm at Chermside in Brisbane. About 300,000 people are expected to come through this shopping centre alone in the next 4 days. So it's going to be a big one. Santa, I'm going to love you and leave you because Merry Christmas. Few parcels that I've had here this morning. My elves here are helping me out, Karl and Ali.
Hey, a bit of a question for you here with this one, Effie.
While we were sitting on Santa's knee.
I didn't want to ask that one. How can we take advantage of these deals, considering how tough everyone's doing it at the moment?
Well, this is the thing, Ali. I know we've had 7 rate hikes, but I don't think that's going to pull back at all for these sales. The fact is, and no matter what data you look at, people have been saving for this day. As many as 1 in 2 Aussies have actually saved for this event. 6 billion last year, expecting about 200 million more, about 6.21 is going to be spent. It's just a case now of spending wisely.
Okay, do you have any tricks up your sleeve to do that?
Always got some chips up my sleeve, Karl. Look, I think the most important thing right now is that people are looking at the cost of living, so it's going to be things that are essentials. So we know Coles, Woolworths, Aldi, even Big W have got some great sales on right now where you can stock up pantry items and get your best bang for your buck there because they're not going to go off. You can fill that up. Probably the smart way of shopping is actually take advantage of discounted gift cards. So even in Coles now, you can get up to 15% on certain gift cards like JB Hi-Fi. And I've said this before, have a look at your insurance policies, your health insurance, your telcos, because you can get 4% off your Woolworths gift cards. So these all add to your essential items in Christmas shopping.
And super quickly,
I'm
the
actually gonna go back to
non-essential
Santa,
items?
I think.
Yeah. Go back to Santa.
Non-essential items, I think I prefer Santa. Non-essential items, well, Santa, I think a holiday could be good for both of us.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I'm looking forward to it post-Christmas time, of course.
With Mrs. Claus?
Yes, with Jessica.
Oh, Jessica. Okay. Well, I think the best thing is getting some deals as well. I know a lot of people are looking for holiday deals.
It's just so weird.
It's good. I can't look away.
None of it looks good in court, Effie. That's all I can say. G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please. I don't know.